Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad. We're going to have a wonderful show for you this Thursday morning, starting off with Ben live with Miss Kramer and Vivian live with ASB. What else are we going to have?
We're going to have Tristan on location on Highland to talk about Halloween and Courtney on the Magic Window with the football update.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have that and much more on today's show, so be sure to stay tuned in. My name is Charlie Marinelli.
I'm Isabella Jane.
And CHSTV starts right now. Next up, we're going to have a story about a Magnolia teacher battling breast cancer. Ben Hampton and Isaiah Wayland bring us this piece.
So I started working at Carlsbad Unified in 2003, and then in 2011, I started working at Magnolia Elementary.
Dawn Kramer has been inspiring her students at Magnolia, pouring her heart into every lesson. Then one day, an unexpected thing tried to stand in her way.
What that was like, and kind of just tell me the story of when you first found out.
Yeah, so January of this year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Basically started in 2023. I had an irregular exam, which required a follow-up imaging consult. They said I was fine, and they would see me next year. So January of this year, I went in for an appointment. They saw something that was concerning, which then resulted in having a biopsy. I asked the doctor doing my biopsy, I said, "What do you see?" And she says, "Yep, it's cancer." For me, my family had a history of breast cancer. Immediately once you have that diagnosis, appointments start rolling in, which then they discovered not only did they have something that they were worried about on the left side, they were concerned about something on the right side as well.
Despite missing 6 weeks of teaching while battling cancer, she never let it hold her back. She pushed through with incredible strength and dedication.
My aunt, my mom's sister, passed away 10 years ago. And it was crazy because it was 10 years to the day that I'm going through all of this. The type of cancer that I have, ILC, is what they call a soft tissue cancer. My aunt had the same thing. And I didn't know that until I was going through all of this, which is scary when you know somebody died from it. But they found mine, whereas they didn't find hers.
Had it not been found early, her life may have taken a very different turn.
I had my first surgery, my only surgery thus far, was on April 15th, and they believe they got clear margins. I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't need any chemotherapy or radiation. I think it's kind of important to always have a positive attitude. Don't sweat the small stuff, and not that cancer is necessarily the small stuff. If something's hard, I constantly am telling my students, smart's not easy. Got to work hard for it, and you gotta push hard for what you want. Right now, it's their education is what they're supposed to want, so that's what we want them to want. And so, yeah, I can use that as having a more positive attitude, having the health scare and being out of work. It's brought me back to wanting to be here even more than I did before, and impacting the lives of the students. But for me, knowing that I could beat it, knowing that we caught it early, knowing that I had the best case scenario, and being strong and knowing that I'm not going to let this win, I'll be fine.
Reporting from Magnolia Elementary with photojournalist Ben Hampton, I'm Isaiah Wayland.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Ben Hampton here live with the star of the story you guys just watched. And wow, Ms. Kramer, that was such an inspiring story. It's honestly so hard to imagine what you've been through.
Thank you so much for having me here today, Ben. It has been a lot when you first hear it, but I'm stronger than ever for getting through it.
That's amazing to hear. I'm so glad you're healthier today. And are you able to give us an update on your condition?
Yeah, so I will be a cancer patient for probably the next 5 to 10 years. I have to get hormone blockers because of it, because I had a hormone-positive cancer. But other than that, I'm living my life. I'm back to doing all the things that I love and enjoy.
That's awesome. And this month is actually currently Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's so many ways for people to support, but what are some specific ways that students here at Carlsbad can support the cause?
Well, the Susan Korman Breast Cancer Foundation is probably the best way. All money received through the Susan Korman Foundation goes directly to breast cancer research. And I heard that there's boxes around campus right now, so Carlsbad High students can be donating for breast cancer research.
Yes, Carlsbad, make sure if you're able to donate to those boxes, because today is actually the last day you would be able to. And lastly, how are you and your family celebrating all of the recent wins you've been having?
Well, we went through a lot, so the best thing that we could do is my husband just planned a trip to Maui, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, telling our school your story. It means a lot to us. I hope everything goes well for you. And now I'm going to send it back to the desk.
Again, thank you so much for telling us your story, Ms. Kramer. Similar to Ms. Kramer's story, the Lancer Dancers are teaming up with the Susan G. Foundations to raise funds and awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They will have donation boxes in all classrooms and in the main office until 10:30. The class that collects the most donations will win a pizza party. Today is your last chance to donate. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make a difference. All donations will go directly to Susan G. Komen. Lancers, need help on your resume? Join the CHS Counseling Department on November 17th from 1:45 to 2:45 p.m. in the library to learn resume writing skills. Register at bit.ly/partnership with CUSD.
Now we have Vivian live with ASB for Red Ribbon Week. What do you have for us, Vivian?
That's right. I'm here with ASB. Now, this week is Red Ribbon Week. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so this week is a great opportunity for students to show their dedication to living a healthy, drug-free lifestyle.
Now, fentanyl is a huge problem, so can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so fentanyl is showing up a lot more in fake drugs and other pills, and it can be really deadly, and even the littlest dose can kill you, so make sure to not take any prescription drugs that aren't prescribed to you.
Now, do you have any advice for the students on campus?
Yeah, so like Tali said, definitely don't take any drugs that aren't prescribed to you specifically, but if people around you happen to, always be sure to carry naloxone, which is an opioid overdose reverser medication, and it can save a couple lives if that happens.
Now, this Friday is Halloween, so make sure to stay safe, Lancers, and I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Vivian. Winter sports are just around the corner. If you plan on playing boys or girls soccer, basketball, wrestling, or girls water polo, please make sure you have filled out the athletic clearance. Steps to complete the athletic clearance can be found on the athletics website. Clearances need to be turned in by November 1st so that we can be clear by November 8th for tryouts.
Volunteers are needed to assist with upcoming campus tours. See your grade level Google Classroom for details and a link to sign up, or see Ms. Ibanez in the counseling office.
Are you ready to start applying to colleges but not sure where to begin? CHS counselors are offering live one-on-one support to help students complete applications for UCs, CSUs, and the Common App. The next live one-on-one is today, 12:50 to 1:35 p.m. in the library. Calling all music enthusiasts, the Carlsbad Unified String Collective will be hosting their annual fall concert on Thursday, October 30th. The orchestra members of CHS and Sage Creek High School will be combining to put on an exciting concert featuring seasonal string orchestra tunes and the debut performance of CUSD's latest and most exciting mariachi club. Show starts at 7 p.m. and will take place at Sage Creek's Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available for purchase on the CHS Orchestra website. This one-night event will sell out, so secure your seats today.
Looking for a spooky Halloween activity? The Carlsbad Haunted Corn Maze will be open for its final weekend this Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. On another note, tickets are on sale for the Carlsbad Theater Department's production of You Can't Take It With You on GoFan. The show will be on November 6th, 7th, and 8th in the CAC at 7 p.m. Tickets are only $10, each with reserved seating.
Now we have Tristan and Tava on location at Highland to talk about staying safe on Halloween.
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm here on Highland talking about some ways that you can stay safe tomorrow on Halloween. So first of all, you guys should be very cautious of cars. Cars are probably going to be the #1 thing that you need to stay safe from. There will be, unfortunately, some drunk drivers on the road tomorrow. So make sure if you guys are driving on the road or if you guys are just walking around in the street to just be cautious of the cars and your surroundings. #2, is when you guys are going out, make sure you stay with a group of friends. Don't lose your friends, and always just be aware of your surroundings. Just know who's around you, and always have a ride back to wherever you're staying at. And lastly, if you guys have a little sibling, or even if you like to go out and trick or treat, make sure you guys just check your candy before you eat it. Although it's very rare, you guys don't want to just be eating random candy that you're not like looking out for. So if you guys just make sure, just keep in mind of those 3 steps, and yeah, just make Halloween a really fun night. And now I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Tava. Next up, we have Courtney live on the Magic Window to give us a football update. Courtney, what do you have for us?
Yeah, what's up, Carlsbad? My name is Courtney Clemens, and I'm here on the Magic Window to give you guys an explanation about how the boys football playoff seedings work. So this website called Max Preps is what they do is they take the 74 teams and they put the best 64 into 6 different divisions. So right now, these are the rankings. This is the open division has 4 teams. So right now it's Cathedral, Lincoln, Carlsbad, and Mission, but it's only week 9. And we still have the games today and tomorrow that will determine a lot. So this game, Mission Hills versus San Marcos, can determine a lot, because if San Marcos does pull out the win, then what will happen is La Costa Canyon will go up to the open division and Mission Hills will move down to be the top seed of Division 1. So if this does happen, but if Mission does pull out the win, then open division will be set most likely as Carlsbad playing Lincoln at Mission and Mission Hills playing Cathedral at Cathedral. And also, the boys do have a game tonight against the Del Norte Nighthawks. This is at Del Norte at 7 o'clock, so make sure to show up to that game. This will be a great game, so make sure to show up to that game. And now I'll send it back to the anchors.
Now to close out our show, let's take a look on tomorrow's story on Melanie, a photographer located here in Carlsbad.
I want everybody to know that they are worthy, they're loved, and they're beautiful. And I get to do that through the power of photography.
Melanie hosts a senior ambassador program every year, always keeping her encouraging motto in mind.
Thank you for that. Lastly, make sure to tune in to tomorrow's show to see the latest fan of the week.
Adelante Lancers.